Hi, welcome to my basement, aka recording studio, or at least one of the places where I've done recordings. I like this for a couple reasons. The background is nice and neutral. I've learned that having a neutral, non-distracting background is really helpful for students to focus on videos if they're going to see my face. There's also some room on the sides if I wanted to put some extra pictures in like post-production or some text. That's what I would need. The acoustics are really good. You also want a place that has non-distracting sounds right next to the water heater, but it's not on right now, so you can't hear that. And you also don't have the echo. I've recorded in my classroom, and you get all the classroom echoey sounds, or at least my classroom sounds like that a lot. I'm away from the dogs, not going to bark, things like that. So you don't need a perfect kind of environment, clearly, but just doing some of those things to mitigate or reduce those factors has really helped me, and somewhere I can kind of focus a bit. So finding your own basement or your own kind of spot could be really helpful for making your own videos. And again, it doesn't have to be really flashy. Really doesn't.
Hey, so I'm going to record right here for just a couple minutes to let you know some things about how I make videos. Here I am in one of my spots in the car. It's a good place, like out of the house and free of distractions. Not too bad of a place to record. So I've actually recorded a lot of my earliest videos in the car. Some of them you couldn't see my face. Obviously here you can. I'm using QuickTime Player, which is on my school assigned MacBook Air. It's a PC application as well, and there's just a real easy like new movie recording, and I'm just using the webcam that's on my laptop right there, and lights up, and that's what I'm trying to look at. I've actually got the screen, the QuickTime screen is in one corner of my laptop, and actually when my eyes flicker, I'm looking over at my notes. I've got my notes in a Google Doc of what it is that I want to say. So that's a couple of inside tricks for you. I'm using a lapel mic. There, see? I lost the little clip for it, so I'm using a binder clip. I know, real classy. But tuck that out of the shot, and see, you didn't even notice before, but it certainly makes the audio a bit better than the standard laptop microphone. Not a huge difference, but I like it just to make sure it's a bit clearer. And yeah, so I want to just show you how you can use your laptop. You can get doesn't have to be a real fancy place. I'll show you a little elsewhere how to do voiceover ones where there's some tools where you don't have to show your face, which sometimes is preferable. I've recorded kind of in the dark before as well. And yeah, it's something you can kind of do any place. I recorded a lot of my earliest ones in the parking lot while my kids were at an after school activity. So it's another way to kind of be able to present something in your own kind of time when it's going to work for you, because your students are going to be watching the videos when it works for them. So it kind of goes both ways. So this is one of the ways I'll show you. And I'm not doing any special post-production or anything on this. I'm just going to stop recording and make sure that the sound works on it. And then I'm going to just upload this for you to see. So you're getting just the raw video. And once you've scripted out something well enough, and if you've presented it fairly well, which hopefully I have, that's good enough. That's what students are going to need. That's what your audience needs.
So now I'm going to show you how to make a slideshow with a voiceover. I'm just on my regular laptop microphone right now, so I sound a little different, but you can't see me, so I can just show you things. Like the fact I'm using this Chrome extension, Screencastify. It takes a little bit to set up, slightly clunky, but they seem to be improving it. This is one fairly easy way to record things. And you can show images that you've got set up, like you've probably done slideshows before. I like you can have animated GIFs too. It'll just keep looping along those, so you got to be careful not to overuse those if that's possible, to overdo Aaron Burr. And you can do other little like cues like this, like just changing the background color. Screencast-O-Matic is another one that some flippers use. It's another free, as far as I know, still free item that you can have. And I use mostly Office 365. It has some more features to it. I'm not showing you that right now. But that's another one. It does have a subscription fee, so pros and cons to that. But it does have more abilities for you. And basically, I'll just wrap up. Lets you have more multimedia than when you're just filming yourself. It certainly looks fancier. And for the teacher, there's the comfort level, because I'm wearing pajama pants right now, and you can't tell. I'm just in a sweatshirt here. My hair's probably a mess, but I can still make a fairly effective presentation, right?
So, of course, another cool way to take a flip video to show your students is a cell phone. Oh, wait. I did it. Portrait mode. Sorry, wait a minute. There we go. Always landscape mode, right? Always landscape mode. So this is a device you've always got with you to maybe record some kind of impromptu video, something like you just happen to think of. Of course, you have all the kind of random sounds around you, like these sirens and auto, but that kind of makes it a bit more realistic as well. Of course, another issue is that you don't have, or I haven't figured out how to set up a good microphone system, so you're kind of at the mercy of your cell phone's microphone, but you use it to make calls, and it seems to be working okay right now. I've used this actually also to preview a field trip, so I actually have an example of that I'm going to show you in a moment, of one where I set up the camera on like a sort of a stone wall, and I recorded 2 takes actually, and you're going to see one of those takes. This one's a little rocky because I'm holding the phone up myself, but again, if you want to show something to your students, like of you being right there, again, this is a device that you've always got with you to be able to record something and then upload it into your other kind of device to be able to get it to something that your students can see. But again, just something else you might not have thought of to be able to make a flip video and get something to your kids. All right, so let me show you that field trip one right now.
So the sound you hear is a sawmill, which is right in front of me over here, and it gets kind of loud, but it's run by water coming from a pond, spinning a wheel that ends up powering the saw, which is able to cut through the wood to make boards.